streaming through the window and casting a milky glow across clumps of desks the former occupier had left behind. Discarded chairs were scattered about haphazardly. Connor gripped his nose with his free hand. The stench was stronger up there. The hum in his head intensified. A faint scratching sounded. "What's that?" Rhys said. Another scratch. Behind them. They whisked around, spotted a baby rat crouched in the corner. Rhys inched forward, lifting the broom handle, then drove it to the floor. The creature scuttled under a desk. He chased after it, thrust the handle beneath the desk. More scratches. He poked it in further, pulled back, rushed to the other side, Connor on his tail. The rat ran out, squeaked. Rhys doubled back to follow it, colliding with Connor. The whole building seemed to shake as they tumbled to the floor. The hum in Connor's head cut. "Idiot," Connor said. He pushed his friend aside, checked his limbs. The cords of the carpet were rough, unforgiving. When he lifted his hand, it was damp. It looked like blood. "Ugh!" He wriggled back, turned, and froze. A pair of legs stuck out the side of a far desk. Denim jeans, the laces of yellow trainers hanging loose. He elbowed Rhys, pointed. Rhys's jaw dropped. They peered around the corner of the desk together, and came face to face with a woman propped up against the radiator. Rhys jumped, screamed, slid back across the carpet. Connor stilled, his breaths halted, staring at her. She didn't flinch. Slowly he edged towards her, pointing the tip of the broom handle, still in his hand. "Don't!" Rhys hissed. Connor ignored him and tapped her foot. It wobbled from side to side. Glassy eyes stared through a mop of dark curls. For a second, they gawped at the corpse in front of them, paralyzed in fear. Then Rhys scrabbled back and jumped to his feet. "We gotta get out of here." 15 minutes later, Rhys's words rang out in Connor's head as he arrived home. "We tell no one." They'd rung from the factory, out of the industrial estate, and kept running, until their lungs burned and their chests ached. Only when they reached the park at the back of Western High Street did they slump to the floor, hidden in the shadows, pressing their backs against the wrought iron fence. The conversation they had there whirled in Connor's mind like a song on permanent repeat. He'd wanted to call the police. Rhys refused. "Even if we don't tell them who we are, they'll trace our mobiles," he'd said. Rhys knew a lot about police work. His father was serving a sentence after stabbing a man in the leg during a pub fight. His sister was awaiting trial for supplying drugs. "We haven't done anything wrong," Connor had countered. "We shouldn't have been there. We were trespassing. No, we go home. Clean up. Carry on as if nothing happened. Someone will find her soon enough." Connor's throat had thickened as he'd walked home. In many ways, Rhys was right. He couldn't afford a visit from the police either. His mother was still reeling after discovering he'd skipped the last day of school and spent it playing football in the local park. There was nothing they could do to help the woman. But the gruesome sight of her glassy eyes, all that blood, kept popping into his head, making him shiver. The living room door sat ajar, a line of amber light seeping in from the hallway. The babble of the television filtered through from the front room. A distant chuckle. His mother. She was watching one of those comedy panel shows she liked so much. He quietly kicked off his trainers, scooped them up. The chill of the quarry tiles seeped through his socks as he tiptoed across the floor. He reached the washer, cast another glance towards the hallway, ears on hyper-alert while he peeled off his jeans, shrugged off his hoodie, and shoved them in the machine, followed by his trainers. Connor was used to washing. He'd lost count of the number of football kits he'd put through when his mum was working. The powder skittered about on top of the clothes. He heard music come from the front room. The show was finishing. He put the powder away, turned the dial.